Welcome everybody back to another BOLDcast One Piece reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is One Piece episodes 506 and 507. It looks like we're gonna be seeing Zoro, which maybe explains why we're seeing Zoro in the flashback, perhaps. Like to help kind of
ease into
it.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna see Zoro's kind of training arc fighting whatever the hell he was fighting. These like wolves.
No, they were like gorilla things, weren't they?
Can't remember. We're about to find out. Can't remember. It's been so long. We've had character deaths. We've had wars. So forgive us for not remembering whether it was wolves or gorillas. Or don't. And yell at us about it in the comments. But if you do, while you're down there yelling at us, leave a like and subscribe. Check out Patreon. There should be a pinned comment right before when you're telling us to go fuck.
When you're telling us that we don't even like this show.
Yeah. How could you forget such an obvious detail? When you're leaving one of those comments, check the pinned comment. It should be there at the top, right below where you're writing that. And it should be a link to Patreon telling you how far ahead you can get. Patreon.com/BOLDcast. Uncut reactions, early reactions, etc. Let's check it out. Hope you enjoy most of all. Or not. If that's why you're here. Let's go. Muggy Kingdom. Yeah, like baboons. What happened to them? Are these the people of Muggy Kingdom? They're challenging him.
My God.
Why is this better than like all of Mihawk's sword fights in the fucking war?
Because this is clearly more important. Whoa. Getting artsy.
Animal abuse Oda. Back at it.
It's been a while.
Isn't Perona a ghost right now? Or do they have her? I can forget what was going on.
Yeah. I thought she was trying to like leave or something, maybe.
I wonder if there's some kind of crazy curse on this island or something that turned them into baboons. Baboons, by the way, are the creepiest monkey.
Yeah, I don't like baboons.
Like, Lindsay's very upset by primates.
I don't really like them. I think like little monkeys are kind of cute, but like bigger ones are just.
She finds them unsettling, right? Because they're
like
too much like people. But baboons are at a different level. Holy shit, Zoro's going insane right now. All his wounds.
Oh yeah, he's still hurt.
God damn, he hasn't had enough of a nap.
It's hard to forget that this, like, just so much has been happening since.
How long was it? 2 weeks? Or 3 days, right? They said they were gonna meet back at Spouty in 3 days.
Back in 3 days, but I think it's been like at least 10 days.
They said, oh yeah, because there was the time skip thing, where it was like some time ago. Oh shit.
Now what is this?
Yeah, what's up with this? This is a cool like idea. The tree kind of hewn into a cross. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. For a second, I thought like the video was broken and it was just repeating. Is it Zoro walking or is it somebody else?
I cannot tell.
Is it Shanks? Shanks stops the war at Muggy Island. Or Muggy Kingdom.
Just walked past. Oh.
Mihawk! What? Really? No fucking way. Here? No way right now. Why is he there? Just to tell him about what happened? Maybe because he's an honorable kind of guy. He found
he's
him.
Just gonna be like, oh yeah.
How did he get there that fast though?
He's got ways. Not again.
This weird like racial stereotype thing going on with these.
Yeah.
Didn't want to point that out before because it didn't seem like the time, but honestly.
Poor Chopper. Someone get him out of here.
The kid's always smarter. Why don't you just say, I'm a human who ate the tanuki fruit?
Wow, so you're kind of like doctors. Like Dr. Chopper.
That's why they keep going up to the fucking tree.
That's why they're trying to get those birds. Yeah, yeah.
So the birds are an invasive species.
Oh no.
Oh my god!
I didn't expect this to like take an actually interesting
I'm sorry,
turn.
I just made the thing about the racial stereotype. Turns out there's people. Like, it's not actually weird like that at all. Really. It's so sad. But he's friends with the bird baby now.
Yeah, maybe you can just get us a free pass up there.
The bridge between the worlds.
Look how cute.
You're the Avatar Chopper.
And one last time, look at him go.
Why don't you transform, you fucking guy? Why don't you just transform or do jumping point and jump up there? Maybe you guys should be putting yourself in harm's way like this. God, what's... Oh my god, there's so many more of them.
Mm-hmm. Hi! The treasure?
Treasure.
Uh-oh. Come on, you guys. Be reasonable, giant birds. You guys are gonna get killed. Look at all of them.
Yeah, they're done for.
Unless the little baby.
The little baby.
The little baby.
What was his name? Did he have a name? Oh yeah, I forgot they had that. He sacrificed himself.
No!
Good job, Chopper. I wonder what treasure they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
The One Piece?
Could you imagine?
Chopper finds the One Piece, becomes king of the doctors?
Mm. Is it the bird? It's the baby all grown up.
Oh.
The baby's mom. Little cheaper. So cute.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically like grow up to be so weird looking.
I understand it now.
Yeah.
Well, good.
How nice. That is so cute. I just can't get over it. Mm.
Mm.
Mm. Hmm. Very nice.
You did good, Chopper.
Good job.
Maybe they could be friends now.
Look at them. Look at that. A slide? Very fun. How nice. Oh no.
Chopper's about to freak out.
You see Whitebeard on the front page.
Mm-hmm, yeah, I saw that.
Nami's in her Vinland Saga era. She has no enemies right now.
You're making it through a lot. We're already in the third story of this episode.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Nami's boobs are so small now. Not that I'm focusing on them, it's just like they kept getting more and more gigantic. But now she just looks like East Blue Nami.
Proud of you for not promoting such unrealistic standards anymore, Nami.
Well, we'll see when we get back to the story. Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah.
King.
These birds can find anyone anywhere. Excuse me?
Idiot.
You're gonna come to your senses?
It's bad luck to kill a seabird, Usopp.
That Sanji's having such a great and relaxing time.
Oh.
It's not fun anymore.
Jesus. Oh, tequila wolf.
How are they gonna wrap this one up? This is very crazy. I got this outfit.
You're really making good use of that cloak there, Robin. Mm.
Well, look at that huge thing.
Trying to recruit her.
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore, right? And there's Baldigo, or Baltigo, is what Dragon said. Ooh, very interesting coincidence there. Newspaper? He's getting a fax. Oh my god, this shit. What happened with this whole story?
I have no. Wasn't my favorite.
It was so odd. The other people were like, "You people are fucked up." Really?
His
Yeah.
aesthetic.
You know what? I should have guessed that.
Yeah, he's alive, not really alright.
Everybody's reaction. Jeez. Oh god. Oh man. Oh, it was Zoro. Because he literally he's here. I mean, it was a separate incident. But Kuma sent him here, and he took Luffy's pain away from him, literally, to save his life.
And then Luffy still ended up in, like, even more...
in a horrible situation. Yeah, so, like, you know, he took his physical pain away, but just, like, think about that for a second. Zoro took Luffy's pain on himself, like, and nearly... knowing that it would nearly kill him. Or that it would probably kill him, and it nearly killed him. You know, so think about that. It's just, I like the focus on his reaction kind of first and foremost because nothing happened.
Yeah, exactly.
In that whole situation. It's, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very important that Zoro's the one being focused on here, and that he's getting it from Mihawk is like an extra crazy thing. It's also kind of, just on a side note, funny that this is where Mihawk's been living. He's just like,
yeah.
This is the vibe.
I wonder if Perona is gonna, like, I mean, we honestly probably, I don't even know if we'd see it, but I feel like I like the idea that Perona is just here, and then she's gonna see Mihawk and be like, ooh, and then just, like, hang around and harass him.
What if they're dating?
Well, she wasn't here before. She got booped here at the same time as Zoro.
Yeah, but maybe she's been here at the same time as Zoro?
Yeah.
Before. She got booped in Thriller Bark shortly before.
I guess
before.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever. It would be funny if they were like not dating. I guess that's not really a thing in One Piece, really. But like if they were just chilling, if they were like having tea and just like coincidentally, you know. And he just like lives there and kind of ignores her, and she's just super
the fact
annoying.
that she's just in his house.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It really makes sense.
I liked a little bit more Chopper's story. I feel like that was, like, Chopper was just having a bad time, so I liked him, like, a little bit of redemption on the story, him getting to be a doctor like helping out, getting like the whole thing with that baby bird meant something. The whole thing with all these people, you know, they were going after the birds for a reason. You know, like I feel like
where honestly, it got left off, it was like, oh, he's just beating up these people and running from these people,
and it's
like,
just he's just having a
terrible
because
Zoro's
time.
Fighting these crazy like werewolf looking at the time things, these baboons, like we thought they were maybe something else, but these baboons with swords, and he's, you know, so like, and then Nami specifically learning weather science and stuff like that from these super powerful people. Robin, you know, the rest, I think a lot of them are kind of filler, but I'm not sure the degree, like a page here and there. Yeah. Bit. Or you could see how
where it would go,
and what they're doing and how that applies to their skill set. And maybe they'll walk away with this for like a little bit of a level up type thing. But with Chopper, it was like, what the fuck is the point of this?
He's just suffering.
But then he kind of, you know, it ties in with him a lot more, and I like that. And now he might have like a new medicine, you know, like that's how I kind of took it. Maybe he'll have a medicine that like dulls pain. Because he woke up and he's like, oh, I don't feel any pain at all. Because they put that stuff on him. And they keep like doing that. So maybe he'll find a recipe or find something out about this that he can replicate, like his rumble balls.
Yeah, very nice. Very, very good. I really appreciate them wrapping up all of these like little side stories in one episode rather than spread over like 2 to 3.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be another 4 episode, you know.
And what we saw of them, like the Zoro one and like weird, like, because normally I'd say the Chopper one wasn't the most interesting, but like the wrapping it up was very satisfying. So having that and then having the cool moment with Zoro and Mihawk, I feel like this was like very, very good. I really like this episode.
I agree. They did this, and it's so funny as well because you can see that the animation styles are consistent with each of their stories. You know, like they all like look, you know, Zoro and Chopper kind of look like One Piece. Frankie's looked like regular One Piece. Nami's look like normal One Piece. But then Usopp still is in this weird, like, kind of outsourced looking ass style. And same with Robin. Yeah. Robin's story like is consistent with what it looked like during the few episodes that we saw all this stuff, and I kind of like that. But it's just interesting from a production standpoint where they did all of them in batches.
Yeah, you know? I thought that was so funny how you were like, oh, Nami's boobs don't look so absolutely ridiculous anymore. Cuts to Robin.
Yeah. Like, what? This whole like little mini arc with her has been a new level, even for Robin.
Yeah.
Who was like weirdly misshapen boobs falling half out of her fucking jacket during Eni's lobby.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like Nami just looks like a normal person.
Yeah.
You know? She looks more like how I kind of picture her, I guess. And maybe I'm inflated. Maybe it's been so fucking long that I'm honestly like, wait, were Nami's boobs really a problem? I feel like they were getting
not
bigger.
Nearly as bad as Robin, but she definitely had like 3 or 4 boob jobs throughout the the last 500 episodes.
Yeah, strangely, ever since we got Chopper, there's just been like he's a plastic surgeon. All right. Yeah, I'd really, to reiterate, love that they're focusing on Zoro first and foremost with all this. After all this stuff, it really completes like his whole arc in this whole thing and makes it all kind of come full circle.
And it's also not just like, oh, we're picking Zoro just because he was like the kind of the first mate kind of guy, but like for no other reason. It's like it's directly tied to what the last thing that he just did.
And and because it also kind of connects to Luffy's flashback with Sabo and Ace, where you know Luffy says like he wants to get strong enough to protect everyone, and I feel like Zoro has a similar kind of thing there where that like it connects back to, it mirrors that, and it shows like how Zoro is a really good first mate, vice captain type guy for Luffy. You know that Luffy hasn't talked about that, that pledge that he made when he was like a kid after Sabo died. But Zoro immediately feels the same way as all of them do in a way, for sure. But yeah, just focusing on him, very powerful, good stuff. I like that. I like that Mihawk was there to say it. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Love that. Great episode. Like such a good thing. Yeah. I was like, oh,
I feel like it also gives, because Zoro is so messed up, this is the only time that Zoro could meet Mihawk again and not fight him, because he physically is completely incapable. So like if you know, in terms of like writing and like crafting the story, it's just like, oh, it would be cool for like Zoro and Mihawk to have a run-in again, but you don't want to do it the same thing as before, where Zoro tries to fight Mihawk and loses because he's clearly still not on Mihawk's level, not even close. So this is kind of a cool opportunity to like show them meeting again, but it's like they can't. It's off the table for there to even be a thought of a fight.
Yeah, and it's not. Yeah, exactly. Like they don't. Neither like Zoro doesn't need to be worried about getting murdered or like. And Mihawk is like, don't even bother challenging me. Like it wouldn't be worth it, and you're just gonna die. Like live to fight another day. Like that they can meet on kind of equal footing, even though he's a warlord and blah blah blah, all their history, everything that's whatever. They're just meeting as like two swordsmen in this moment kind of thing. And yeah, just kind of they can, despite their obviously insane power differences, they can talk as just people, and there's no threat of like violent,
Yeah,
like it's
like
just,
at first Zoro's like, oh, and then he's like, okay, actually you're right.
Yeah,
I can't fight you.
Love that so much. Leave a like, subscribe. Moving on to the next one. He's got the hat. Oh. What the hell was that? What the hell is that?
I have no idea.
Is that RAYLEIGH?
Oh.
It is.
Did he swim all the way here?
Yes.
I guess he doesn't have a devil fruit. Unless he does, but he just coated himself the same way that he coats boats.
Yeah.
Yeah, not with all the waves from the fight.
Okay.
You guys gonna eat that sea king or what? Oh my god.
My waifu.
Meanwhile, Luffy's just like breaking down in the middle of the woods. You don't understand our relationship, old woman.
It's not that difficult of a question.
Did they all leave because RAYLEIGH's here now? I did not think that we were gonna like that he would come here.
Probably wanted to hear about Roger's son.
Like 50 times. This is Jinbei, he's the absolute goat.
All you have to do to see that is look in a mirror.
Exactly.
Jinbei. Was there like a handprint in the top? Like from, it looked like. Very mysterious, this guy. Okay. What?
Oh, they probably saw him while they were out being pirates. Oh, the man who saved their life. Sakura and Sasuke type of marriage. How could you say that to him?
Listen to Jinbei.
He's about to just devour this entire thing.
She's so stressed.
You leave Jinbei alone. Oh yeah, she like left for a while, didn't she?
What the hell? Mmm.
Just been so.
She's not so far behind.
And that's why.
This is crazy.
Yeah. Unless.
She figured it out.
It's a very accurate theory.
The Navy has like 2 women. There's no way they can
There's
put it
zero
together.
intuition amongst any of the Navy.
3 women, right? 4 if you include the
Yeah.
if you include the girl from Impel Down. Oh yeah. How could I forget?
Luffy just like barely mentally recovers. 2 seconds later, Rayleigh's just bringing it all back up again.
There is no try.
Ooh.
Oh my freaking god. Is she gonna work off all the weight?
Trying to fight this thing? That's how he
Wait,
gets back.
really?
If that's actually, that would be...
Oh, okay. Jesus Christ.
That thing's just as powerful as
blasting off
Kuma.
again? Yeah.
So you have to stay here forever. Try to go again.
Whoa.
That thing is huge.
Was that a hippo dinosaur?
It's a... big sea king.
And they get eaten.
Yeah.
It's crazy he looks like normal One Piece now. Like the rest of all the episodes had that same like kind of flat look to everything, but this looks more like the real show. Oh. Whoa! He's insane! Look at him go!
You're supposed to hold on, Usopp. Look at that.
He's so awesome.
Yeah, this guy's really great.
He's the GOAT.
Can he join our crew?
Maybe he will. Whoa.
All the things that fell down there. Oh. Poor Usopp.
Poor Usopp. Wasn't expecting to see Rayleigh.
I was definitely not I was expecting if we went back to get our ship that he might be there still and we'd like briefly see him, or we honestly might even not see him, but like I was not expecting him to come to Luffy. You know? But I like it. And I like that it shows that he doesn't have a devil fruit because he just swam. And so it's kind of paralleling like Luffy and like the rest of Zoro specifically, who is like super powerful, has a sword, doesn't have a devil fruit. You know, Gold Roger we don't know whether he had one or not, but we know that Rayleigh didn't have one. And then yeah, just poor Usopp.
This was crazy, like how it was using the map from like the starts of the episode, and then it fades into the like where Usopp is. It's kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah, that's really cool. Poor guy. And then oh yeah, so Rayleigh. I love how Rayleigh shows up and they're all like, "Oh, Rayleigh, it's you again! This is so amazing. We love you, Rayleigh."
So is Shaki from here? Did we know that?
I think that Shaki is not from here, but they knew Shaki
from when they escaped.
Yeah.
But like they knew her and she's from here, so I figured.
Yeah, but she left for a while. She got exiled, didn't she? I thought that she like.
I guess she did leave for a while.
Yeah, at least I'm like 90%.
I think you're right. I think you're right. I'm just trying. I don't know. I'm just trying to put it together, I guess. Just want to have it right, because we also heard that the previous Empress of Kuja Island fell in love, got lovesick, and then left or died or something. So my crackpot theory was that Shaki was that girl, and she fell in love with Rayleigh, left, and then it wasn't so tragic. She just like moved on and fell in love with and is chilling with him. But I don't even know if they're actually together. Are they?
I don't know.
Rayleigh and Shaki.
Hanging out.
I'm not sure. Anyway, I don't want to speculate too hard on it because it's a lot of details I don't remember from like almost hundreds of fucking episodes. Like more than 100 episodes at this point. I don't remember the specifics to their relationship or whatever. But yeah, I just thought it would make sense because Shaki's like really hot and everything. I mean most One Piece girls are like drawn a certain way, I guess. But I don't know. And especially because they already know Rayleigh. I'm like. You know what I mean? But Rayleigh must have known. They maybe knew Fisher Tiger, perhaps, who was the fishman who like broke everybody out of prison and stuff and freed all the slaves. So Rayleigh might know something about all that. He's clearly involved in some way. Yeah. With that type of shit, and he, it doesn't seem like he's a revolutionary because of the way that Kuma is like directly related to Dragon. Yeah. And they're talking like it's almost the first time, or like they aren't super familiar. But yeah, I don't know. It just gives us some context of some potential relationships, or at least gives us context that there are not relationships with some people. It's just interesting to think about and see who could be related for like speculating in the future, who's completely unrelated type thing. I just like seeing Rayleigh, honestly. He's cool as shit.
I'm interested in what he's gonna pitch to Luffy here. So he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna tell you something," and then it went to Usopp. I do like the whole like, oh, what if Boa Hancock just fell in love with Luffy, and then Rayleigh's like, that's a pretty fucking ridiculous theory if I ever heard one, and then he's like, actually, that was a completely correct theory. Can't believe I ever doubted it.
Excellent.
Very good.
And this table, this is Rayleigh's like table from the intro and stuff. Kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Leave a like, subscribe, see you next time, Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.